Cabbott.
Is that you, Ostello?
Did it sound like Frankie Sinatra?
It's just that I'm used to you screaming at the top of your lungs. Do you have laryngitis?
Larry, who?
Laryngitis. That's trouble with your voice box.
Oh, there's a box in there. I never knew it.
That's your Adam's apple.
Well, if it's Adam's apple, what's it doing in my throat?
Laryngitis is trouble with your larynx.
I'm having trouble, all right, but it ain't with Larry's apple.
Well, you sound okay now.
Well, I better, because I'm getting a headache.
I mean, your voice sounds fine.
Yeah, well, it's got to, because I have got a date.
Don't look at me. You're not my type.
I'll have you know I have a date with Rita. Mm-hmm.
Rita the bus driver?
No.
Rita the bricklayer?
No.
Oh, of course. Rita the night shift foreman at the salt mine?
No. Rita, the singer at the cocktail lounge.
Oh, the one who wears the slinky dresses?
Yeah.
And has brown hair down to her shoulders?
Yeah.
What makes you think you can get a date with Rita?
I'll have you know that women find me very attractive.
They do?
In fact, some women find me irresistible.
Name one.
Rita, I hope. At least if she doesn't find me irresistible now, she will after our date.
Well, when are you taking her out?
Well, I don't know. I haven't asked her yet.
Just as I thought. This whole thing is a fabrication.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
What do you think I'm saying?
I think you're saying that I know what you're saying.
I think you know what I think you're saying.
I think you think that I know what you're saying, that I know that you think that I think what you're saying.
I think you think that I don't think you can get a date with Rita.
Ah, that's what I thought you were thinking.
The thought of you going out with Rita is preposterous.
I thought you were thinking that too. If I knew what it meant.
It means Rita wouldn't go out with you if you were the last man on earth.
Says you.
Rita is a classy lady.
Yeah.
She only dates talented,
Yeah.
wealthy,
Yeah.
and handsome men.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Rita wouldn't go out with you in a million years.
I'll have you know I have a secret weapon.
What's that?
Rita will be putty in my hands because I'm gonna sing to her.
You're gonna sing to her with that voice?
It's the only voice I got. Besides, I happen to know Rita is a sucker for a love song.
What love songs do you know?
I know lots of love songs, like, the Beer Barrel Polka.
That's not a love song.
It is if you love beer.
Look, Ostello, the only way you're gonna have a chance with Rita is to croon to her.
Sounds painful.
Women swoon over crooners.
They do?
Certainly, especially crooners who sing a tune about the moon in June.
Oh, I don't want to wait till June. I want Rita to swoon now.
You don't have to wait until June to croon.
So, if I want Rita to swoon, I croon a tune about the moon in June?
Anytime you croon a tune about the moon in June, a woman will swoon, unless you croon out of tune.
So, if I want Rita to swoon, I should not croon a tune. I should croon a tune about the moon in June, but not out of tune.
If you croon a tune about the moon in June to get Rita to swoon, but you croon out of tune, it would go over like a lead balloon, and you'd sound like a buffoon.
And Rita wouldn't swoon.
No, of course not.
Well, that's great, because I don't want her to swoon. I mean, here I'd be crooning all over the place, and she goes swooning down on the steps.
So you don't want Rita to swoon?
Yeah.
Do you want her to spoon?
Of course I wanted to spoon. We're going out for ice cream.
Spooning means kissing, Ostello.
Oh, now you're talking. Yeah. So if I want Rita to spoon but not swoon, I should croon a tune about the moon in June?
Certainly, but if you croon a tune about the moon in June out of tune to get Rita to spoon but not swoon, you'd sound like a loon.
I wouldn't be the only one. Huh.
Do you want my help or not?
All right, let me get it right. If I want Rita to spoon and not swoon, I should croon a tune about the moon in June, but not out of tune because I might sound like a loon or a buffoon and it would go over like a lead balloon.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Now, where are you going to croon to her?
Does that matter?
Oh, of course it matters. You have to croon in a romantic place.
Oh.
Like Cancun.
Couldn't I croon a tune about a moon in June in Cucamonga?
I can see it now.
Yeah.
When you croon a tune about the moon in June in Cancun, Rita can't help but want a spoon.
Really?
But just to be safe, buy her a present.
Oh, like what?
Something romantic, like
Romantic.
a spittoon.
A spittoon from Cancun is romantic?
And make it maroon.
A maroon spittoon from Cancun.
And put something in it.
Like what?
Prunes.
Prunes. I should put prunes in a maroon spittoon from Cancun?
Or doubloons.
All right. I'll put prunes and doubloons in a maroon spittoon from Cancun that I want Rita to spoon and not swoon. When I sing a croon, a tune, a moon, when I croon, I can't even say it here.
Look, here's what you do.
Yeah.
Now, when you give Rita the maroon spittoon you buy in Cancun,
Right.
you fill with prunes and doubloons to get her to spoon but not swoon while you croon a tune about the moon in June but not out of tune, because if you croon a tune about the moon out of tune, then you will go over like a lead balloon and you'll sound like a buffoon.
Yeah.
When you give her the maroon spittoon with the prunes and the doubloons, give it to her at noon.
Yeah.
And
Noon?
hire someone to play the bassoon. That's very romantic.
Okay, let me get it right. One more time. This is hard. If I want Rita to spoon and not swoon, I should give her a maroon spittoon that I buy in Cancun. And I should fill the maroon spittoon with doubloons and prunes and give it to her at noon while some guy plays the bassoon and I croon a tune about the moon in June, but not out of tune, because that would make me look like a buffoon and I'd sound like a loon, and that would go over like a lead balloon.
Exactly.
I don't even know what I'm talking about!
Oh, he's our shortstop.
Huh?
Sorry, wrong routine.